My dear friends, every day there are invisible forces at work around you, not the kind you can see or touch, but the kind that slip quietly into your mind, shaping what you believe, how you feel, and even the choices you make. These are the tricks of dark psychology, silent tools that can make you trust the wrong person, agree to things you never wanted, or doubt yourself without knowing why. You may face them at work, in your relationships, or even in casual encounters with strangers. They can come from anyone, a persuasive friend, a charming colleague, or even a family member who knows exactly which words to use. They are whispers in the dark that twist your thoughts, making you feel guilty for no reason, convincing you to stay silent when you want to speak, or pushing you to say yes when your heart is screaming no. In this video, we will uncover these hidden tactics. We will see the signs before they trap you, and we will learn how to shield your mind from their control. So stay with me until the end. And if you value learning the truths that can protect your heart and mind, subscribe to Hidden Minds so you never miss the knowledge that could save you from the wrong influence. My dear friends, the first and most telling sign is the sudden shift in your emotions after interacting with someone. You may start the conversation feeling confident and calm, but by the end there is a strange heaviness in your chest, a sense of unease that you cannot explain. This is because dark psychology often works by planting seeds of doubt or guilt in your mind. They are so subtle that you barely notice them taking root. Yet over time, these seeds grow and shape the way you think and feel. Another powerful sign is when your decisions feel like they are not entirely your own. You might believe you came to a conclusion independently, yet later realize that certain people carefully guided you to that choice. They might use repetition, small suggestions, or carefully frame questions until you begin to believe the idea was yours all along. This creates a false sense of control while they steer you exactly where they want you to go. Pay close attention if you find yourself frequently justifying your choices or defending your feelings. Some individuals use questions that seem harmless on the surface, but are crafted to put you on the defensive. Over time, constantly having to explain yourself chips away at your confidence and self-worth, leaving you vulnerable to further influence. This is not a random habit. It is a deliberate tactic to weaken your stance. Another symptom is when people remember and reuse your vulnerabilities against you. They might bring up a past mistake at a carefully chosen moment, or subtly remind you of a fear you have shared with them. This is done to keep you off balance and to regain control of the situation. It is a manipulation of your emotional triggers, one that keeps you in a cycle of compliance and silence. You may also notice that certain conversations leave you questioning your own memory or perception. This is known as gaslighting, and it is one of the most dangerous tricks in dark psychology. By making you doubt your reality, they gain the power to rewrite it for you. And once you begin relying on them for what is true or false, your independence begins to erode. My dear friends, these signs are often quiet, hidden beneath friendly smiles and polite words, yet they hold the power to shape your thoughts and choices without your consent. I want you to think deeply. Have you ever experienced even one of these signs in your life? If yes, share your story in the comments, because your awareness might just open someone else's eyes before it is too late. My dear friends, when these dark psychology tricks take hold, the first wound they create is in your self-esteem. You may not notice it at first, but slowly your confidence begins to fade. You start questioning your own worth. You wonder if your feelings are valid or if your thoughts can be trusted. It is as if the voice inside you that once guided your decisions has been replaced by a constant whisper of doubt. This whisper can be so persistent that it becomes a part of your inner dialogue, making you second-guess every choice you make. Another layer of damage is the erosion of trust. Once someone manipulates you in this way, it becomes harder to open your heart to others. You might find yourself scanning every conversation for hidden meanings, analyzing every gesture for signs of deception. Even when you meet kind and genuine people, the shadow of past manipulation can make you suspicious, robbing you of the comfort and joy that comes from safe and honest connections. The emotional toll can also appear as anxiety and restlessness. Your mind may replay interactions over and over, searching for clues you missed. You might lie awake at night wondering if you said the wrong thing or revealed too much. This constant mental replay drains your energy and steals your peace, creating a cycle where your thoughts are consumed by worry and self-doubt. Over time, these psychological tricks can change the way you see yourself. You may begin to define yourself by the way manipulators treat you, believing that you are weak, naive, or incapable of making good choices. This false identity is one of their most dangerous weapons, because once you accept it, you stop fighting back. You start living in the shadow they have created for you, forgetting the light you once carried. For some, the damage even touches physical health. Prolonged stress and anxiety can weaken the immune system, disturb sleep, and cause chronic fatigue. Your body begins to carry the weight of your emotional wounds, and this can affect every part of your daily life, from your work to your relationships to your ability to enjoy simple moments of peace. My dear friends, the pain caused by these tricks is often invisible to others, but inside it can feel like a constant storm. Tell me in the comments, have you ever felt this kind of deep emotional or psychological exhaustion after dealing with someone? And how did you find the strength to move forward? Your story might give someone else the courage to protect themselves before it is too late. My dear friends, the first step in healing is awareness. When you can identify the signs of manipulation, you begin to separate their influence from your true self. Start by keeping a mental record of interactions that leave you feeling confused, guilty, or small. Write down what was said, how it made you feel, and what the outcome was. This record will help you see patterns and remind you that your feelings are valid, that you are not imagining the harm being done. Another powerful tool is setting clear boundaries. Decide in advance what kind of behavior you will accept and what you will not. When someone crosses that line, respond calmly but firmly. You do not need to explain or justify. Your boundaries are for your protection, not for their approval. Remember, the more consistent you are in enforcing them, the harder it becomes for manipulators to find a way in. Healing also requires rebuilding your self-trust. Manipulators thrive when you doubt yourself, so begin to honor your own instincts again. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Practice making small decisions without asking for reassurance from others. And notice how often your inner voice guides you well. Each time you trust yourself and it turns out right, that trust grows stronger, becoming your shield against future tricks. Surround yourself with people who uplift you rather than drain you. Seek friends and family who respect your boundaries, value your voice, and encourage your growth. These safe relationships act like a mirror, reflecting your worth back to you until you can see it clearly again. Remember, healing is not just about removing toxic influences. It is about filling that space with genuine kindness and support. Finally, protect your emotional energy by practicing detachment. This does not mean you stop caring. It means you choose not to carry the weight of someone else's manipulation. Learn to pause before reacting. Take a breath and remind yourself that you control your response, not them. The more you master this pause, the more control you have over your mind and emotions, even in the face of their tricks. My dear friends, healing from dark psychology is not about becoming cold or closed off. It is about becoming wise and strong without losing your compassion. So tell me in the comments, what is one boundary or habit you will start practicing today to protect yourself? Because sharing it might inspire someone else to take their first step toward freedom. My dear friends, the truth is that dark psychology works best in the shadows. It survives on your silence, your doubt, and your unawareness. But the moment you shine a light on it, the moment you call it by its name, it begins to lose its grip. You are not powerless. You are not weak. You have the ability to guard your mind and your heart, no matter who tries to bend them. The power to protect yourself lies in the small choices you make every day, the decision to listen to your inner voice, to stand firm on your boundaries, to walk away from conversations that drain your spirit. These are not acts of rebellion. They are acts of self-respect, and each one builds the strength you need to face the world with clarity and confidence. Remember, my dear friends, awareness is your shield and courage is your sword. No matter how cleverly someone tries to twist your thoughts, you can always return to the truth you know deep inside, the truth that belongs only to you. So stay alert, stay kind, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever recognized a dark psychology trick being used on you and decided to stand your ground? Tell your story in the comments, because your voice could be the light that helps someone else escape the shadows.